Do we serve an awesome God or what? I mean, honestly. And I was thinking, you know that adage, the older I get, the better I was? I was a legend in my own mind. Yeah, and I find that out having children, and I talked to my son who's really getting into bicycling and tricks and jumps, and I used to do the same thing, and on a Schwinn with a banana seat and a sissy bar. It's not quite the same thing, but yeah, I used to jump. I was jumping cars end to end. Okay, no. It was a couple of wagons and a big wheel, and my brother at the end taking pictures of me because we were Evel Knievel wannabes. Rode Alpha Beta Hill, which doesn't exist anymore, and according to my dad, that was a suicide trip. Rode Hamburger Hole over on Chase. I'm talking to the older guys now. But the incredible thing is you do this stuff, and you start to get older, and you think, God, did I make an impact in life, Because when you're growing up, you're trying to be cool. You're trying to fit in. You're trying to find your group, whatever. So you're jumping stuff that you can't possibly jump. You're breaking bikes. You're breaking bones. You're doing all this stuff. And the older I get and the closer I get to God, I see what God does in my life, and I see what really means something in my life. And I realize He's the perfect record keeper. Have you ever told a story and they say, that's not the way it was. You weren't that good, But when you do stuff for God, it's perfect. He keeps record of it, and He doesn't forget about it. I was looking at these couple of scriptures real quick. Now, I posted note of this. I'm not a pastor, so I don't really know how to do this, but you like that, Michael? Jeremiah 17:7 says, "Blessed is the man who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in Him. He will be like a tree planted by water that sends out its roots by the stream. It does not fear when heat comes. Its leaves are green. It has no worries in a year of drought. It never fails to bear fruit. The heart is deceitful above all things and beyond cure. Who can understand it?" This is the verse. "I, the Lord, search the heart and examine the mind, to reward a man according to his conduct, according to what his deeds deserve." He does not forget. When you do something for the Lord, whether it's praying for somebody, whether it's giving to the least of these, you're giving to Him. It goes in His record. And when we get to heaven, He's going to bring that back up and say, when you did that, I saw that. It really was good. I really appreciate it. And then we take that crown and give it back to Him. The second verse, this is the end. This is the reminder, the very end. Revelations 22:12. "Behold, I am coming soon. My reward is with me, and I will give to everyone according to what he has done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end." He's not going to forget. No one's going to mess your story up. No matter how much abuse you take for serving Christ, no matter how many people talk behind your back, no matter how insecure you are, God keeps a perfect record. And when we get to heaven, He's going to say, all right, here's what you did for me. Here's what lasted. Here's what came through the fire. And it's going to be an incredible moment that He will remember perfectly what you did.